Hello, everybody. Welcome back to CAMA. This is Driver, sometimes known as R Driver, the tank guy, your social media voice of the Connecticut Antique Machinery Association, sometimes also known as the president of such. Making a very quick video here, just advertising what's coming up this year. Also, we of course have our startup in about a week, and that is the 27th and 28th. We are in Kent, Connecticut. The website, if you want to get involved, is camamuseum.org. We are looking for volunteers and members, and if you live near Kent, Connecticut, or within a reasonable drive, check it out and get involved. So I'm going to take you through what is an absolutely random selection of slides here. These are pictures taken in the last 2 or 3 years of everything going on at CAMA. And I just wanted to make a very quick video and just go over whatever comes up randomly. Though so much goes on in an average year, I just wanted to cover it with everybody. Let's start right here. Earth moving machines. We'll actually have a couple of these up and running at a lot of festivals. Could be one running in the next week. And we do have 1 or 2 that are regularly serviced, and a couple we're working on if you know how to work on stuff. This is a recurring theme. If you know how to work on these, we could use somebody else to start restoring some more of them. We have obviously quite a few of them on site. Old bulldozers, a lot of, it's one of our angles, one of our sides to our museum is old earth moving machinery. A roller, we have just so much stuff like this. It's just endless. This one, we might get our steam certs for. This is a Buffalo, and we might have this one up and running pretty soon. Again, look at our collection. A lot of these need TLC. They were running in the past, and they need to be restored. This is another one which is going out for restoration. Old equipment all over the property that needs love. This is our rail collection for the rail. Steam hall, steam, stationary steam, it's all on the table at CAMA. We have so many machines. This is all restored. Another collection of, or another view of that earth moving machinery. Tracks, I love tracks. There's lots of picture of track. You're going to have to forgive me. If it's got tracks, I am just so down with it. Our mining museum, if you're into geology and mining, I mean, we have access to some of the best mines in the country. And that's exclusive access. And when they do a rock shoot and they have something interesting, they call our people. So if you're interested in that angle, might be a place you want to volunteer. This is what it looks like coming in from the road here. So if you're coming down Route 7 in Connecticut, this is our entrance from the north heading south. This is what it looks like. And this is from just past the entrance looking to the north. A lot of wood splitting equipment, our schoolhouse, which I just made a video on, the Scream Hill Schoolhouse, and really a lot of old, fascinating agricultural things in the schoolhouse and to the north of it. This is a very fantastic, this is a model traction engine, which is fully functioning, and it does run, and we'll be running around the thing. You see this girl is, she doesn't operate it, but she could be taught to very quickly. She was just driving it while we were moving it with something else. Shingle mill, there is a windmill on site, as you see. The shingle mill, fantastic. This was just as we were finishing up restoring it. It is now restored and in operation. Beautiful. We power it with a traction engine. Some shots of our Wolverine. This is a perfect example. I spent some time trying to free this up. It was left outside. It got some water in it. It's frozen. If you have the kind of time and patience, this engine will run again. It just needs to be very carefully taken and lubricated until it is freed up and running again, and it would be a wonderful display. The shingle mill in action. Our locomotive. We have a couple of train cars on here also. It's just some stuff laying around. Here's a map of CAMA. Really neat old map. It's a lot of improvements. A lot of changes have been made since that map was made. Again, some of the stuff around this tractor here, amazing. Look at these beautiful grounds. Our grounds are fantastic. We're open on a regular schedule starting May 1st, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., Wednesday through Sunday. and you can come and wander the grounds. Most of the buildings are open. We do have volunteers and docents. We do need more people to do tours, more volunteers for that. Please, if you're retired or you have some time to do that, we'd love to hear from you. This tractor, by the way, we just put the magneto in it. She fires right up. The sawmill before the addition was put on it. This is a functioning sawmill, big attraction, some track work. Inside of our industrial hall during an event, you can see that the outside is just packed full of people displaying and selling stuff. Big events, keeps everybody busy. One of our STEAM experts giving a tour. Inside of our mining museum, oh, how about this one? Car shows. We will be having a car show this year. This is a 2-year-old picture. It rained out last year. These are Crosleys and some other fascinating cars that come into our location. Again, we just have one thing after another happening at CAMA. Music, we do have music on a regular basis, mostly at our bigger events, but we do have musicians who come and do folk music and that kind of thing. It's a picture of a gentleman, Bill Lyon, who donated the money to restore the engine you see behind him. It is not restored as pictures. Some of it was restored, but the boiler needs to be redone. He has decided to donate the money to do that boiler. No small sum, let me tell you. Those are his daughters. We presented him with the donation plaque. We were looking for donations. So since we didn't need the donation sign anymore, we gave it to him. Again, it's got tracks. I love it. I love this little machine here. Our Frick, another traction engine. This is a typical festival. This is possibly in the spring. Looks like spring weather here, a little damp. And we drive these things around while the event goes on. There's Kent Lions Club in the background. Lots of food, always something good to eat here. Our gas engine collection, we have well over 100 hit or miss or kerosene, gasoline, diesel, small and fairly large engines. You can just look at them here. This is only just where we were cleaning them up, oiling them. These were some new additions. Autos, domestic is the other one. Again, we just have so many of these in our collection. This is getting one running. Hadn't been running a couple of years. We bring them in, we clean them up, oil them, get them running, then we move them into another display. Actually, let's go back to that one. We do use hay wagon rides for everybody to get from our parking lot up top. These are 4-Hers who are doing some, they got the 2 tractors going on here, and this is a great shot. Again, lots and lots of old tractors. This is an engine we donated to another organization. This is the mining side here. This is a mining event going on during the summer. We'll have at least 3 mining sales. If you are into rocks, gems, polishing stones, we wholesale out literally tons of material every year. We get a lot of collections, and we have access to some of the finest mines in the country. Our tractor pull, a huge success. This tractor pull, we had 52 pulls, and it went all day long. We ran out of food. It was so big and long. You can't even imagine. This is the lower end of our lower parking lot, already filled. And behind me, it goes as far as the eye can see with trucks that brought all those tractors. A lot of guys even drove them in. Restoration Hall, this is that engine we donated to another organization, a cider mill press heading out. Again, we've got our locomotive in the back. We need help with this stuff, guys. This is going on all year long. This is the engine we donated in its new home. This is an original cider press. Ours will actually be very similar to this. This is, I think, a bow shirt also. Turn of the century cider press. So we'll have cider pressing, cider, everything else coming this year, 2024. Our new cider cider. I'm on that topic already. Our new sawmill extension. This is kind of like a classroom part. Those, you can see the hinges, those doors open up so people can safely view what's going on inside there. This is the shingle making, the woodworking part that goes on inside this building. There she is painted up. So you stand on the front area here and you get a really good view and can kind of safely watch what's going on inside. We had our driveways resurfaced this year. The little building on your left there is the Welcome Center. This is kind of looking in at us from the gate. You pay at the gate, you walk in the entrance, and that's our pavilion where the food is. A little bit to the right, the little building in front of that is our Welcome Center. The restoration shop is the only shop on the property not open to the public generally. That's where we repair things and have our machinery and lathes and things like that. That's off limits. All the rest is open and you're very welcome. This the Plymouth, moving the old engine behind it. Number 5, our showpiece here. We sell things. This is actually for sale right now. You see the price on it, $450. This is a self-powered antique flail mower in great condition. It's all there. Wisconsin on it. Compressor we were selling. We regularly have things like that for sale. We sell off items and we have people come and sell. Our case, which we purchased 2 years ago, being put away for the winter. You see it's the fall here. Again, lots of, we're using this vintage D4 to move it. Of course, why not? We got all this tractive energy, so we're going to use it. The brake compressor on our number 5 engine. There's something different about it. If you know what it is, tell us. Inside the Restoration Hall, we do have 2 events at least a year for our members and volunteers. We just had a big pig roast last week. That was for our members at their meeting. Our members are who vote our board in. It's a member-run corporation, basically. And this was setting up for our Christmas party. And here's a Christmas party. We had a big roast beef dinner. Everybody ate very well that day. And really had a good time. Working on our Plymouth. You've seen my videos on the Plymouth. Great day. We've had everybody in there really working on this. It's done. We used it today. Had it really, it really brought a lot of people in, and it brought in new people also, which I always love to see. These training engines, I made a video about these. These are steam engines for training people how to work and operate on steam engines. Cider press hall. The slab is poured. Let's get to that picture. Well, these are pictures of the blacksmith. We do have a blacksmith. We're looking for a blacksmith too. Here's the slab all poured. This is going to have this spring and across the summer, the bow shirt will be installed and will be up and running. It will be a steam-powered cider press. Just imagine the cider tasting and everything that's going to go on in there, those incredible smells and everything else. Working on the rails. We regularly service our railways. Here we had to do a little extension so we could finally get our engine into the engine house without having to move stuff around. Big deal. Working on the steam engine. This is actually looking forward in the cab, and we are taking apart the valve. We made a very special wrench to take out the valve. That's the main steam block that sits on top of the boiler there. That was a big job. Some other new parts on the engine. These guys are 4-H'ers. Recognize those orange shirts? If you're a 4-H'er, you want to work on cars. Now, yeah, 4-H does chickens and all that, chickens and goats, and some of these people do that too. But our special part of 4-H is called working wheels, and these guys work on pulling tractors, pulling garden tractors. I have gone and watched them compete in other things around Connecticut, and they are absolutely fantastic. They take care of our people movers. They meet here. They take care of the wagons and a lot of the ag stuff. And if you're into 4-H and you're moving to this area, or you know young people between the ages of like 10 and 18 who want to get involved in 4-H and want to be involved in the machinery aspects, join Working Wheels. Again, you can contact us on the website about that. Another shot inside the steam hall. That'll all be up. Some of our good food by one of our chief engineers, Santa Claus here. Our steam plate. Again, it gets very busy as everybody rolls in. This is at one of the events. We do have a lot of people. This great old tractor which sits there. A lot of them you think they're just static displays, but this one drives just like all the rest. Our showpiece, number 5, number 1925 Baldwin. The stuff you'll see at our events is just mind-boggling. I said I'm a track guy. This guy brings these military and other track vehicles. Again, be there as they're being loaded and unloaded. You'll see and hear them run. Great content for video. So here's a little flyer for you if you're just wondering about it. Some more details here. Take a picture of it. Spread it around. Anything we can get, any advertising, we appreciate it. Same thing in black and white. And that's an old one. Ignore that one. The schoolhouse again. Some other stuff. We we're very happy to have a donation again of material. This is one of our guys who owns a trucking company. Again, a lot of our people it's an all-volunteer operation, but a lot of our people engage in activities which are very, very helpful for working on this organization. We're all mechanics. We work in shops and places and own trucks and trucking companies. Well, here's an example of one of our guys helping out. This is a water hammer. It uses the water drop pressure from the gravity drop into a water head into this device, which actually pumps water then farther. Very cool. You got to see it work. It's called a water hammer, and we just set that up last year. It will be working at most events. The old sawmill way it was powered, just simply through this opening. Now, of course, there's a whole new addition on it, so this sits on the outside. There's me, working on the railroad again. My old tractors, I'll bring my old stuff up to the event too. I don't have big ones, I got little ones. I love these little old machines, but this is a fall event a while ago. Our number 5, all the cool stuff. There's me working on the, probably working, getting this cleaned up and everything at the fall festival. Lots of number 5, lots of things we're looking for work on this caboose. If you know rail, we've got the work. Absolutely got the work. Our Plymouth again, all up and running now. Number 4, this is the one you see from the road, okay guys? When you're driving by, you see this black locomotive. It's out by the road. This is a couple of years ago, and it was just repainted and restored once. We are going to restore it again this summer. We're looking for people to help with it. Right now, the paint's peeling. It needs a good pressure wash, a little scuff up, and then we'll do a nice, hot rod black job on it again. Going to have to repaint this and that. So, going to take a little work, but she looks really good out there, and it's worth it. That was a running locomotive once, by the way, and we would like to restore it, but it would take a large donation if anybody looking for some place to put their money where they'll be remembered. Restoring that, we could use, it'll probably be about $250,000 to put that back on the road. We do weddings there. That was a couple who got married on our grounds. Number 5 again. This is a special plate. I'm not going to give away that one. This machine's actually for sale, I believe. People come there and sell equipment. You're able to be a vendor. It's only for the spring startup. It's only 20 or 25 bucks. Bunch of guys testing out the lane, getting it working. And this is inside our ag hall. Again, it starts with regular tractors and ends with these gigantic steam locomotive traction engines. I'm going to cut it off right here. I didn't want to talk forever, but this is the kind of stuff that goes on at CAMA. We have car shows, we have trades events. It's all happening. Our pavilion. Okay, we don't have the car and the setup, but that engine we do have. Working on the railroad again. Steam-powered motorcycle. There's the trades up. This is an average day, just people moving around and everything. Some of our buttons, and back to track. So this is what happens all year long. Again, we're open from 10 to 4, Wednesday through Sunday. If you're just driving in the area, you'd like to stop by or catch one of our events. The events and everything like that are posted on the website, camamuseum.org. So looking forward to a great year. We had a lot of fun last week with our membership and the pig roast. If you can get involved, if you can't stop by, and if you can't do anything, at least promote us and help get the word out that such a fantastic place is in existence like this. We have been kind of Connecticut's best kept secret, and we're working on coming out on that. We really want to see more people through our gates every day. So thank you, everybody. We hope to see you there. You can find me on the grounds most days. You want to talk to me and all the other experts and STEAM people and everything else, we'd love to meet you and talk to you. And thanks for listening again. We'll see you at CAMA. Bye-bye, everybody.